Good evening. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in still lovely Lauderdale by the Sea. Beautiful evening, long day for me, long day yesterday for me as well. I'd like to apologize for not getting this video out like I do normally in the mornings. Had some minor health issues with my father this morning. I mean, last night and this morning, and he's getting older. Kind of and like tonight, it's kind of like the twilight of all our years. As we get older, people around us start to kind of go away. So I had a scare last night with my father, and of course, he's the one that taught me this industry, and I grew up in this industry. And in fact, here's my little quote of the day. This is kind of to all the people out there that are parents, and all the people out there that think about their parents. Never complain about what your parents couldn't give you. It's probably all they had. And never complain that they brought you into this world, because there's a lot of opportunity out there, and the opportunity is really up to you, not to other people. But no less, my father gave me the opportunity to learn this business, and I'm second generation in the precious metal and rare coin business, and I'm glad he's still here with me today. A little scare last night. Again, sorry about getting this report out late. My apology. Let's take a look at markets here real quick. I'm going to keep it short because I got a lot of things to do still. And give me 1 second here, do a quick refresh. I think it's about the same. Man, markets look really, really strong today. Kind of what I thought. However, don't forget, in my couple past videos here, I spoke about what a CPI, a hotter than expected CPI report could cause gold to shoot up dramatically, or a CPI report lower than the expectations could cause gold to and silver to get knocked down a little bit, only temporarily. I find that it's mostly the only reason it would get knocked down is because of monkey hammering by the big commercial banks, because they always like to monkey hammer markets around when important announcements from the Fed or CPI announcements are coming out. That's exactly when they like to do it. So I don't expect a sideways day tomorrow either way. I expect it to be up. I know that sounds weird, up or down. Oh boy, it doesn't take a genius to say up or down, but you kind of know what I'm saying. I think if the CPI print comes in really hot, we'll see an up day. I mean, a down day. No, I'm sorry, up day. And if we see the CPI come in a little bit less, I think they'll try to monkey hammer it down. And of course, I think that comes out at 8:30 tomorrow morning, and that's about 8:20 is when New York opens. So let's see what happens. It'd be kind of an interesting morning. Right now, 1825, gold's showing some nice strength with a high of 1836, and silver 2333. I think that gold to silver ratio is still out of whack quite a bit here, probably in the 80-to-1 ratio. And 2313 the low, 2338 the high on silver. Platinum 1036, the low at 1024 and a high at 1043. So hanging on to those levels. We'll take a look at the 24-hour chart here and see what's going on. And normally I would have coffee, but guess what I did? I uncorked a bottle of wine here, and I'm going to take a sip off it while I'm talking to you. Normally it's coffee in the morning, so unusual show today for sure, and very short. My apology again. Got a lot to do here, a lot of calls to make and a lot of things to take care of. And by the way, he's stable. He's doing okay as of right now. Let's take a look at what are we talking about? Gold prices right here. There's there's a New York NYMEX open right there, and take a look at that. See the spike upward, spike downward, but overall the trend's upward. I'm not sure what this is telling us about tomorrow. For some reason, the price of gold, I kind of feel being up like this is telegraphing the fact that the CPI may come in hotter than we expected, not lower. But again, all bets are off here. I don't really trust those numbers to begin with, and neither do most of you, and rightfully so. Let's take a look at silver real quick here. Same thing, take a look at that. But silver being smacked down in New York instead of getting that little upward trend. And of course, that's where silver gets smacked down, is the London morning markets. But take a look at that. Still managed to drift back up to where it was and hold on to that $23 per ounce level. A lot hinges on tomorrow. I think silver will suffer a bigger smackdown tomorrow than gold will. Again, if the CPI number comes in lower than expected or as expected. If the CPI comes in hotter, I can see price of gold going up and silver not really following as much, but that's just a hunch on my part. And again, don't trade on my opinions here, folks. Make your own. I'm always encouraging you to do that. Good article here on Sprott that I saw. Started this morning, but again, I've just been really backed up with things, so I'm going to keep it real short. I found it interesting too. Sprott mentions here there's a lot of misunderstanding and misinformation floating regarding rising interest rates and gold prices. Let's take some time to try to clear things up. First, don't think for a minute that the Fed is going to normalize rates and run off their balance sheets. Once they headed down the path of quantitative easing and ZIRP in 2009, there was no going back, and that's obviously true. We wrote about this again last week, to hike or not to hike. But here's the thing, they're going to try to hike rates, pretending as if they got things under control, and that all is fine about the only part. And this is what I've been talking about. Sprott agrees basically what I've been saying for a long time, or we agree with each other, that they're jawboning, folks. They got to they're captains of the sinking ship, and they have to jawbone the passengers to remain calm and do not panic. The ship is under control when the ship is really not under control, and that's more or less what Sprott said here, my analogy of it. After that, we'll get another Powell pivot and rates will begin to trend downward again. So more or less this article, and by good article by Sprott Money right here, and I think, where did I find that? That's also on gata.org. Craig Hemke at Sprott Money on rates and gold. Worthwhile to read. I think I concur with much of what they say there. And again, gata.org, a great site to have on your bookmark bar. Well, as I said, I got to kind of keep it short today. Best deals out there are still generic 1 ounce bars and generic 1 ounce type coins, but mostly bars and 1 ounce purse and Balcombis and stuff. They're still spot plus $75 or less, which is a lot cheaper than Maples at the $80 to $90, I think $90 range or so. And Krugerrands, which I got a good special on right now until I run out at 70 plus. Again, if you live in my area in South Florida, we're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays. I advertise to beat APMEX, JM, and SD Bullion. Great companies, but I'm local, I'm competitive, and that's what I do. And your local dealer should too. If you don't live in South Florida and you can't deal with me, find yourself a good local dealer. You know my spiel. So let's take a look at the silver, same thing. Silver generic bars, and I'm going to just type in silver bars. Silver bars, 1 ounce, 10 ounce, and that kind of thing. Some of these products, Ingles are premium, so don't expect to buy those at a cheap price. But generic, I don't see too many generic bars here. But anyway, generic bars, you should be paying spot plus $3.50 or no more, even less in quantities. And I believe you can get the 100 ounce bars for spot plus $3 now. So premiums have come down a little bit while they last. I have great access to these products. I've been around a long time. Remember, I'm a second generation dealer, as I mentioned earlier. So if you need anything in gold, silver, platinum products, and you do anything in rare coins and other stuff, let me know. I'm in South Florida, been here since 1995, and this location, I've been doing this since 1977. Again, second generation dealer. Well, those are the best deals out there. And again, I do apologize for getting this video out so late. One of the things I'm proud of is that I do get this done on a daily basis, but some days are tougher than others. So thanks for your understanding. And I'm going to close out with my theme for the year, which is think for yourself and question authority. Even question yourself. Whose narrative is that you're living in your brain? Is it yours or someone else's? But again, most importantly, question authority and think for yourself. Hey, thanks for watching. Y'all have a nice day. I'll let you know what happens tomorrow, and hopefully I'll get this video out early tomorrow, and I'll have a smoother day than I have the last few. Thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.